in the job and have knowledge, some knowledge about leadership and organizational development. So this class will be more of a discussion class and also an interaction class. So as I said, my name is Benedict and I'm a PhD candidate. So I'll be handling this course with you. Do you get it?
Yes,
And
sir.
I like asking questions, man. So I always want to hear the view of my students to see. And in my class, there are no wrong answers. Every answer you give, so far as you have an idea, is accepted. You will just have to modify it and come out with the correct one. I hope you are clear.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. So I'm sharing my slides, my screen coming. I believe you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So as I said earlier, and for us to start, I like each and everyone to introduce his or herself so that we know the people online. Or you don't, we'll do it after the class has ended. And so, as I said, I'll be taking you through leadership and organizational behavior. So, one thing is that businesses uh, try to develop in time and also try to develop as a result of certain difficulties. You know, if you start a business, you not get everything smoothly. The reason being is that businesses do not work in a vacuum or do not operate in a vacuum. So even though you try to achieve whatever target that you want to achieve in time, you may face certain challenges. And these challenges have, because you want to achieve in time, and the challenges that or the difficulties that you may face has changed the dynamics of what business operation is from time to time. So, what am I saying? Let's say, for instance, previously we had some businesses who were dealing in typewriter and stuff, and as uh, time uh, as we move from one time to the other, we realize that now then time that typewriter is not even seen again because of the complexities and how the preference of these customers changes. Do you get it? and because every business want to satisfy their customers. So for that reason, there is a need to also change how these organizations do their things. Because of that, anytime that firms are face any complex situation, the managing such a complex situation becomes difficult. That is why every firm or every unit tries to come out with clear objective or goal that they seek to achieve at the end of every business that they engage. But to make sure these goals are being achieved, you need someone who is going to lead them, who is going to coordinate the efforts of these personnel and make sure that those efforts are channeled toward the achievement of the goal. And who is that person? A leader. A leader. So we basically this first lecture or the unit one will cover. We will look at what leadership is, what organizational development is. We look at some functions or roles under leadership. Is there any relationship between leadership and management? And also, is there any difference between leadership and management? Then we look at power management. How are they related? So if you're a leader, do you have the utmost power or you have an aspect of power or autonomy that you can, authority that you can use? We look at that as well. We look at some leadership influence tactics. So if you're a leader, what tactics can you use? What leadership style can you use? Well, we talk about the autocratic, democratic, transformational, etc. Then we'll delve into what management is. We look at some management processes and we also look at the practical qualities or the characteristics of effective leader. So that will be our focus for today's lecture. Any question? Any question? So now let's start with the organizational development. So let's break it down. When we say organizational, what is it? Organizational. Or let's start with organization. Hello, are you there? Okay, Obed, Otu. Obed, Otu. Obed. Obed. Organization.
Please, sir.
Hello. Uh-huh. What is
Hello.
organization?
Yeah, I
Can
want
you
to
hear me,
try.
sir?
Okay, Obed. Obed, you can talk.
So I'm saying it could be a firm, organization. Another word for it, a firm.
Another word is FM. Okay,
Yes,
that's
sir.
bad idea. Who else?
An organization is an institution where two or more people come together to pursue an objective that they want to achieve.
Okay, you've also added another thing. Who else? Hello. Okay, Linda.
Sir,
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir. Okay, so to add to what the last person said, so
Mm-hmm.
the people work towards a common goal.
Okay.
I
So
was
all
adding
that
to the
you
last.
said, yeah, I get it. So all that you said about organization is true. So organization basically tries to talk about a situation where two or more people come together, try to pursue common goal, and work towards the achievement of that goal. You get it? So it can be in your various workplaces. So you realize that your various workplaces, when a task is being given to you, eh, you have a common goal that you want to achieve. Even let's say, for instance, anytime that you are about to have a presentation and you meet as a group, you work together. You work together to achieve common goal. You move in the same direction. Do you get it? That's why at times, if one or two persons does not understand where the direction the group is going to, then we have to wait for everybody to be on the same page before we move to the next level. Exactly. So that's an organization. Okay, so where two or more people come together, have a common goal, and work together to achieve that goal. Do you get it? So what then is development? Development. Development. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Development.
Yeah, development is how the individual grow in the organization.
Okay. Any other?
Sir.
Any other? Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, development is where the people, the individuals in the organization work towards the growth of the organization.
Okay. Any other?
So, development is, I think, growth or a positive change. Growth or a change positively.
Okay, growth or a change positively. So let's take, for instance, uh, when you are working in a particular organization and you decided to seek for study leave to study a particular course. How will you see that one?
Please, sir, that one is self-development.
Self-development. So
Yes, sir.
what I'm trying to say is that development is basically you improving your current state. So your current state in the sense that maybe by expanding what you have, by trying to enlarge what is available or trying to refine what you have. That's why always, as human beings, we always try to develop, try to add up certain skills to what we have to make us a hot cake in the market. Do you get it? So someone can be working and may decide that, oh, I want to take this additional course just to boost my CV. Do you get it? Someone will finish first degree and also decide to write ICH. Why? They want to expand whatever certificate that they got under the undergraduate during an undergraduate so that they will be hot cake in the market. So it's basically trying to improve how you are. You don't want to remain the position you are now. You get it? So you want to move from where you are to where I want to be. So now combining the two, what do you think will be the definition? We know what organization is and we know what development is. Uh-huh. Hello, I want your idea. So let's look at some definition by Cummins and Hooley 2025, they proposed or they defined organizational development as a system-wide application and transfer of behavioral science to the behavioral science knowledge to the plan development, improvement, and reinforcement of strategies, structures, process that lead to uh, effectiveness. So you realize that the their definition, they've managed to let us know that uh, organizational development is a system-wide application and transfer of behavioral knowledge. And when who are we transferring this knowledge to? To the people. Do you get it? So what this definition is trying to tell us that the organization has a system where this system always tries to transfer some behavioral knowledge to their people. So that's why in certain organizations, when they realize that a worker does not have certain skills, they perform in-house training for them. Do you get it? So, like, let's say you've been employed newly in an organization, they'll give you some orientation, try and tell you certain things you should know, give you some training so that you'll be able to match up to the employees already in the organization. Do you get it? So it is a system, and this system tries to transfer some behavioral characteristics or knowledge from one person to the other. And the main purpose of doing that is that in order to achieve our target, in order to be effective with whatever activity that we undertake. Do you get it? So organizational development is very important, and its primary goal is on the relationship and process between and among individuals and groups. So the more you work together with one or two people, you realize that you build some kind of relationship, and there's a clear understanding with respect to how we should do our things and how we shouldn't do our things. Do you get it? And this bond that these people form tries to influence either the individual or the group in order to achieve their target or have impact on the organization as a system. Do you get it? So the organization here that is being defined is related to the physical establishment that we see. Do you get it? And every individual will always want to develop. When it comes to UCC, for instance, we have a lot of people working for the university. We have those who are under TU and staff. Some are even security and staff. But yes, so they apply and try to further their education because they don't want to be in the same state. They want to be in a position where they can occupy certain positions in the future. So they try to upgrade themselves, and that is what we call the development. So some organizations also have this thing for their employees, and they also try to help their employees or support their employees to develop. Any question? Any question? And these organizations always undertake this organizational development just to modify how we behave in our organization, improve how we relate with people, and improve how we can handle some new technologies that are being introduced in the organization, and also try to give a certain training that will help us to be innovative in the process. So you realize that as a good organization, you always have to think about your employees. And if you develop your employees, you rather use whatever knowledge that they have from your training or your transfer to help you, your organization as well, in order for them or for your organization to meet their target. But if you sit unconcerned, they wouldn't have the needed skills to even help you. So there's always the need that every organization should be able to develop their people. So now we know what organizational development is. What then is leadership? What then is leadership? Leadership. So
Okay.
leadership, okay, I'm listening.
Leadership is influencing or directing a group of people to achieve a common goal.
Okay. Edith.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Leadership is a way of directing, controlling, influencing others to accomplish an objectives.
Okay. Any other? Any other?
Sir, sir,
Yes.
sir, leadership is
Yes.
the coordination. Leadership is the coordination between employees in an organization for the betterment of that organization.
Okay.
Like there should be
So
someone
what's
who
the difference?
coordinates
What's
the
the
affairs
difference?
of it.
Okay. Any
Hello,
other?
sir. Mhm.
Yeah. I've heard you. I've heard you. Any other? So let's look at what is in your book. So all that you said is true. As a leader, you should be able to coordinate your people, coordinate the whatever tasks so that you'll be able to meet your target. You should be able to influence. Uh, the influence here doesn't mean that you are using dubious means to let them, or you are threatening them to let them do their work for you, your task for you. No, the influence here is trying to convince them, let them see reason, trying to uh, pull them to your side for them to see reason. You will let them see reason that, oh, when we work it this way, it will help. So let's come together. You take this, you take that, come together. You do your part, I do my part, then we all achieve our target. You get it? It's like the group discussions that we've been having. So a topic has been given to you. The leader will then share the topic among the group members. So maybe member A, take this part. Member B, take that part. Member C, take that part. So you go and have your research and stuff. Then you come on a particular day, you try to coordinate whatever information that you've gotten. You get it? To present that as your assignment. So the same way a leader in an organization will also act in that manner. So if let's say I'm a leader of a particular committee, and we are investigating why our firm is not meeting or getting the needed sales. I have my team members, so I'll assign tasks to each of them and let them know what they should do at any particular point in time. You get it? Then after they've gotten whatever information that they need, we come together and try to coordinate whatever information that we've gotten or make meaning from the information that we've gotten to come up with a particular decision that will help the organization in the long run. You get it? That will improve on our sales because that is our target. You get it? So that is the job as a leader. So per your book, it said leadership is a process by which a person influences others. So you are influencing others to help you accomplish your objective and your desire as well. You get it? And so if you are influencing, it means that you are also directing the person in the organization, and you are directing the person in such a way that it will be more cohesive and coherent in how you even direct the person. There will be some level of consistency. You get it? As a leader, you shouldn't be favor one person over the other. No, make sure that how you direct and lead people or influence people are the same throughout. So leadership here is seen as an act because you have to know how you even talk to people, how the manner in which you can even influence them and stuff. And it is a skills as well. You get it? That's why they said you can be a firstborn in the family, but you still wouldn't be able to possess this leadership skills because it's an act and a skills which can be uh, born naturally or it can be nurtured. Do you get it? So these acts and skills are what you are going to use to influence your followers to do whatever you want. So through communication, how you even relate to them, how you make them feel special, etc. And the main purpose of doing all these things is to achieve your target. So according to Northouse 2007, he explained leadership as a process whereby an individual, you get it, which can be one person, influences a group of individuals, which means two or more people coming together to achieve a common goal. You get, and leaders are the people who carry out this process. So anyone who influence an individual or group of individuals is called leader. So they carry out this process and apply these leadership traits, the knowledge that they've acquired and skills in order to move their team or organization forward. So there are a whole lot of definitions by Craven and Rauch and Berlin, all defining leadership as according to Craven. He said leadership is an influence, so there is still an influence over there that enable managers to get their people to do willingly what must be done. That's why I said you don't have to force them to do well what ought to be done. Then according to Rauch and Helen, they define leadership as a process. That's the main reason why it's an act of influencing the activities of an organized group towards achieving a particular goal. So you realize that there is one thing that runs through the various definitions, a process. Do you get it? And also influence. So it's not you forcing the person to do your work for you or cutting the person. No, but you should have some convincing ability to make someone do something for you without forcing the person. Exactly. Any question?
Yes, sir.
Any question? So let's look at the 4 factors of uh, of leadership. So there are 4 factors of leadership, and these factors help to determine the efficacy of leadership in an organization. So when we say efficacy, we are basically talking about the ability of the leaders to produce a desired or an intended resource. So what will steer them to achieve their target or will make them achieve their goal. So the four factors of leadership, we look at the leader. A leader is a person who directs a group, who uh, leads a group, who tell their members or his members that they should do A, B, C, D in order to meet a particular target. So as a leader, you should be able to have the needed understanding in whatever task that has been given to you, and you should be honest as well. So a leader must have an honest understanding of who he is, because that's the only way you'll be able to put yourself in your followers' shoes and try to also understand them. What he knows, you should have knowledge about whatever uh, task that has been given to you, and you should also possess some ability that will help you to execute that task. You get it? So, uh, leader should also be someone who determines where the group goes and where the group shouldn't go. So your target is, or your motive is, let's achieve our target. So that is your goal. Um, so and one thing is that if your followers do not trust you, then it becomes a problem. If they lack confidence in you, it becomes a problem because they will not be motivated to work for you. Let's take, for instance, a football team, and the players do not trust the coach. They always question the coach tactics, the coach methods. You realize that on the field of play, you see the players playing, but they are not playing with the passion that the coach wants them to play. So to be a successful leader or a successful leader, you should be able to convince your followers to move in the same direction. You get it? uh To move in the same direction with you. That's the only way you can be successful. You get it? So for you to be a leader, you should have this convincing ability. So that's the first factor. Then we have the followers. So the followers, they are different people that require a different style of leadership. So depending on the people that you are working with or people that are following you as a leader, will determine the kind of leadership style you use on them. You get it? So you can use similar styles on what all the followers that you may have in your team. No. So you look at what they bring on board and how they even go about doing their things before you be able to implement a particular style that will help you. We have some followers, they always want leadership that are leaders that are autocratic. So when you are able to find out is what your followers want, you'll be able to give them the exact leadership style that they need. And we have some, they don't want to be they want to work in a freely environment. They don't want any pressure. They don't want to be told what to do and stuff. When you have such followers, you know the kind of leadership style you use from them. Then another factor you have to also look out is the communication, what you are communicating to them. And the communication are normally in a two-way. So whether it is a verbal mode of communication or non-verbal mode of communication, you need to know how to communicate with your people, what to say at any particular point in time. to make them do whatever task that you want. Do not disrespect your followers because you need their assistance or their support to meet your target. Then another factor is the situation. Every situation comes with different leadership style or different leadership approach. And situations are not always the same. We have situations where an autocratic leadership may be needed, and situations where a transformation leadership may be needed, and situations where laissez-faire leadership method or means may be used. Do you get it? So what you do in one situation will not always work in another situation. So the situation here is looking at the circumstances or the environment in which you are leading your people. Do you get it? We have some situations the autocratic leadership may go, but that doesn't mean if you are also found in a different situation, you have to still use the autocratic. No, that's why you need to study those who are following you to adapt a particular strategy. So if you want to be a successful leader, these are the factors you have to look out for. How you lead your people, who are your followers, how you even communicate with them, and also monitor the situations in which the people that you are working with are found in. Any question? Any question? So
No,
we
sir.
have as a leader, you also have certain roles that you can undertake. We have several of them. So as I said, leading is a complex activity. So that is why some researchers have come out with 8 rules of leadership, and we are going to look at them. One, we have the figurehead rule. So what they do is that as a leader, you spend part of your time engaging in ceremonial activities or acting as a figurehead leader. So, for example, uh, we are about to let's take for instance our president as a leader, and we are about to maybe celebrate our 50th anniversary. So the university invites the president over. So the 50th anniversary is a ceremonial activity. So he is being invited to come and chair the program or to come and speak to the people of the program. Do you get it? So maybe there is a funeral somewhere, and because you are a leader, they've asked you to represent your organization at that funeral. So that is a figurehead leadership role. You get it? So you only spend time go to these ceremonial activities or represent your organization in every activity that you find yourself. So let's look at some of their behaviors. So what will make you see yourself as a figurehead leader, a figurehead role. One, and you entertain clients as an official representative of the organization. Two, you always have to make yourself available to the outsiders as a representative of the organization. So you realize that the organization have picked you as their figure. So if any client or any outsider needs an information, you have to go and speak to them. If you go to ceremonial activities and they need maybe your assistance on something, you have to provide them those assistance. Three, you have to serve as an official representative of an organization, and you also escort official visitors. So as a figurehead role or as a figurehead leader, these are the roles that you'll be undertaking or you'll be practicing when you are being given the role as a figurehead. Then we have the spokesperson, where the manager act as a spokesperson, and the emphasis here is on answering letters, making inquiries, and also making formal reporting to individuals and groups outside the organization. So yours is not to represent your organization at a ceremonial activities or at any event, but rather when there are issues, you have to respond to queries, etc. You are there. When the media are around and they want to find or make some inquiries, you are the person who are going to talk to the media. You get it? So yours is just to answer those letters that comes in. So let's say, for instance, when I was doing my research, I had to send a letter to AGI, then they had a spokesperson. So this person came out and spoke with me and provided me with whatever information that I needed. You get it? So that's the spokesperson rule. And this, as a spokesperson, you occupy managerial leadership role, and this have been grouped into uh, 5 groups. So if you are a spokesperson, you are performing a spokesperson role, these are the people that you have to answer queries to. One, the upper level management. You answer queries to the customers. You answer queries to the professional colleagues. You answer queries to the general public and other important outsiders as well. So yours is just to answer whatever queries that comes your way. We have the negotiator. What he normally do is that he tries to make deals with others, try to negotiate or try to uh, meet other clients and make deals with them that will help the organization. So if we need a particular resource, the negotiator will go there, try and negotiate and cut down or get us the best deal so that we don't spend much in acquiring any item that we want to get for our organization. So what are their roles? They bargain with the superiors for fund, facilities, equipment. They bargain with other units in the organization. They bargain with suppliers and other vendors and stuff. So the DS is just to bargain. You get it. And we have the coach. You can also perform a coaching role where you take time to coach members, to teach members what they should do. You get it. So as a coach, let's look at some of the roles that you can undertake. One, you informally recognize the team members' achievements. Then you provide team members with feedback concerning ineffective performance. So if they don't perform well, you have to give them feedback and even help them improve on their performance. And you can also ensure that team members are always informed of the steps to take that they can improve their performance, as I said earlier. Then the next role that we are looking at is the team building role, where leadership are only interested in building an effective team, building team where they can feel comfortable and work with their followers as well. So let's look at some activities that contribute to this role. One, they are always ensuring that the team members are recognized for their accomplishment. They don't take the they don't take the success alone. They try to get those members who help them on board so that everybody will be recognized as as well. Then they also initiate activities that contribute to group morals, etc. So they can organize sporting activities, etc., where there will be this understanding and a good relationship environment so that everybody will feel comfortable. They also hold periodic meetings as well. Then we also have a team player role where the leader plays as a team player, direct the affairs of what the team has to do, display appropriate personal conduct, also cooperating with other units in the organization, and also displaying loyalty to supervisors by supporting their plans and decisions fully. And we have another role, which the technical problem role as well. They help in solving some they're providing solutions to whatever problems that occur in the organization. So a leader can also undertake that role. And we also have entrepreneurship, entrepreneur role. Any question? Any question? No. Hello? Okay. So let's go to the section 2, which looks at the leadership and management. So, as I said, leadership and management are different, but yes, they have some similarities as well. So yeah, we want to look at the similarities and differences between leadership and management. So these are the differences. So the differences are grouped under the thinking process, the goal setting, the employee relation, operation, governance, focus, and outcome. So under the thinking process, management focus on things and also looks within the environment in which they find themselves. But that of leadership focuses on people and also looks outward as well. When it comes to goal setting, management are only interested in executing their plans, improving what is present or improving their current state, and always sees the tree. And that of the leadership, they articulate vision. They come out with vision and also try to work towards that vision. They try to create a future, etc. Then in relation to employees, the management control their subordinates, which is very true. Then they direct and also coordinate. But that of a leader will always empower their colleagues and they always trust and develop their people as well. So all these are the differences between management and leadership. So the operations where management they do things right, they manages change, they also serve superordinates, but that of the leader they do the right thing, they create change, etc. So let's look at the similarities. So if these are the differences, what do you think will be the similarities? Hello.
Both are problem
What do you think will be the similarities?
problem solving. Both
Is that?
problem solving.
Yes, they are all interested in solving a particular problem. What else?
They
And
all serve their subordinates.
They all
Serve their subordinates.
okay. They all have subordinates. Okay. Leaders have followers and management have subordinates. What else? They all have goals, missions, and vision.
okay.
True or false?
True and decision making.
True or false?
True.
And they are all directed towards achieving the goal, mission, and vision. And they work together to achieve that.
Yes, sir.
And they all also allocate resources as well. As a management allocate resources to their subordinates. Leaders also allocate resources to their subordinates. True or false?
True.
True.
Any
Sir,
other?
can you say they are all operational?
They are all what?
They are all operational.
You said they
Operation.
are all what?
They are all operational.
Operational
Operational.
how?
Sorry?
How?
Because operational, they does the right thing. They make sure that things goes on well. They achieve their objectives.
Okay, that will
Am I
be.
making sense?
I don't know if you have. What's it?
I'm asking whether am
Come
I
again.
making sense?
I think that would be both solve decisions.
I'm finding it very difficult to get what you are saying. If maybe we are talking in terms of they working together to meet a target, fine, because both management and leadership work together with their people to achieve a
Okay.
particular target. I don't know if you are explaining the operational with respect to data.
Yes.
Because the operational here has to do with the actual activity that
Yes.
they are engaging.
Yes.
So they working together to meet their target can be one of the similarities.
Yeah.
Any other?
Sir, please, can you say
In your
interdependent?
book, they have a manager needs to be an effective leader to achieve the highest level of efficiency. A person should perform the role of a leader. To perform the role of both leader and a manager. Do you get it? So if you're a manager and you want to be a leader, then you need some level of efficiency that will help you to achieve that. Do you get it? So this means that a manager can be a leader. Do you get it? But for you to be a
Yes.
leader, you have to have some level of efficiency before. And another similarity is that managerial activities affect various stages of whatever the leader is representing. It can affect their performance, it can affect their satisfaction, it can even affect their commitment. Do you get it? So always these managerial activities have what we call the explanatory power, and this should be included in all the addictive model of leadership. So we can include these managerial activities into these leadership models, or we can practice it as a leader. You get it? That's why in under management, managers lead, they direct, they organize, they plan. So as a leader, you can also, a leader should also be able to lead, organize, direct, plan, etc. Exactly.
Yes,
Any
sir.
question? Any question? So let's go to power and leadership. Leadership do not exist without power. So if you're a leader, you have power. Do you get it? So uh, power is when we talk of power, we are talking about the force of influence and authority. You have the ability to influence, tell people what they should do. You have the authority to also tell them what they should do. And because of that power, your followers will respect you and do as you tell them. So what then is power? According to John Cotter, 1985, he defined power as the ability to influence others to get things done. While authority, so he decided to differentiate between power and authority. So he said power is the ability to influence people to get things done. But that of the authority is just a formal right given to you because you are occupying a particular position. So let's take, for instance, if I'm an HOD for a particular department, because of that position that I'm occupying, whatever I ask someone to do is an authority inferred by me or given to me as a result of the position that I'm occupying. But when we come to power, we are only interested in, though you might not be occupying a particular position, but you have the ability to tell people what they should do. Do you get it? And that is what every leader should possess. And the reason being is that problems always arises when power is being imposed without backing it with authority. That is why both the power and authority always work together. You get it? So if you have the authority and you ask someone to do something, that person cannot oppose whatever task that is given to him or her. You get it? Uh-huh. While too often we can find powerful people who do not hold genuine positions of authority, but we also frequently find people who are in a position of authority but are powerless. So as I said, you can be in an authority, but you wouldn't have power to influence, or you wouldn't have the ability to influence people to do what you want. Over the answers are
So I want to ask a question. So
mm,
does it mean that when you have the power and you ask somebody to do
mhm.
something, the person can choose not to do it. But with authority, because you're occupying the position, the person cannot say that you will not do whatever you're asking them to do.
With I don't know if I get you right. You said with power, when you ask
Yes,
someone
with
to
power,
do something, that person can decide not to do it.
can choose not to.
You see, one
Yeah.
thing about power is that you are not imposing it on the person. Do you get it? What that you are interested in is that I have the power, but I have to find uh, ways to influence you to get the task done for me. Do you get it? So, as I said, for example, eh, a leader has a power. Do you get it? So, what the leader is interested in is that let me influence my people to get things done. But when the authority is attached to the power, then you can easily command someone to get things done for you. Let's say, for instance, in my position as a graduate assistant, do you get it? I can tell a student to do A, B, C, D, or to get me A, B, C, D. Do you get it? And that student wouldn't refuse because of the position I'm occupying. And he might be afraid that he might be afraid of the consequences that may come out from whatever he or she decides. Do you get it? So when that happens, you realize that if you even tell the student to sleep, that person will do it. But that's not how power works. Power focuses on you influencing the person, try to make the person see reasons why he or she has to do what you want for you. Do you get it? I hope I've answered you. Obed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well understood.
So we have types of leadership power, where we have the legitimate power, which comes as a result of the authority that you are occupying. So as I said, as a lecturer, I have a particular power because of where I find myself or the position I find myself. As an HOD also has a particular power as a result of where he or she finds himself. So the legitimate here is a source of power that comes from the belief that the leader has the authority to make the demands and can expect compliance from others. Do you get it? So what happens here is that leadership always hold official positions or occupy specific positions or hold specific job titles that helps them to have access to this power to command people to do what they should want. So it is more of a formal responsibility where leaders always create this vision for the organization. They set forth key organization values and process in support of this vision and values. You get it? So it is legitimate, meaning it is officially given to you or officially agree that you occupy this position and take charge. And because you're occupying that position, that is why you have some level of power and you can tell those under you to do A, B, C, D for you. So when do we use this legitimate power? When you need someone to do something for you quickly, and you don't have time to explain yourself, which normally happens. At times you'll be there and your boss will be like, you'll be doing something, your boss will come. Oh, Ben, do this thing for me quickly. then you have no other choice than to put whatever you are doing aside and complete your boss's own for him or her. And if a political situation has grown that needs steaming, then you have to use the legitimate power where you use a position to tell people what they should do. When your accountabilities are in serious jeopardy, then you use that. When can't we use the legitimate power where you feel you are impatient and frustrated? You can't use it. Otherwise, the end result of it will be disastrous. Then you have poorly personal reasons to influence outcome, or your value are at odds with someone else, or you have recently entered a new post with non-familiar team. In that situation, you can use your legitimate power. Otherwise, those people who are following you will not even mind you. And we also have power that comes from a reward. So the reward power not always arises from the ability of person to influence the allocation of incentives in an organization. So let's take, for instance, in an organization or in our community, money has been given to maybe the DC to distribute to the people in the community. So because of that resource given to him, gives that person a special power because he has been given the mandate to share whatever resources available to him to the people under him or her. You get it? So he is getting that power of the reward or the incentives being provided to him. So it can include maybe the salary increment, positive appraisal, promotions, etc. And you realize that when such people find themselves in that position, they exert this power on their followers because when they ask you to do something and you decide not to do, what they are supposed to give to you, they decide not to give to you because you didn't obey them. So that power comes as a result of what they are having or what they are holding. So when they tell you to do A, you do it for them. When they tell you to do this task, you do it for them. Because you have the feeling that when you fail to do it, they'll mafia you or they'll not let you have what you really deserve from whatever deal you have with them. So that is the reward power. So the reward power, if used well, will motivate employees, but if it is applied through favoritism, it can cause a whole lot of problem and also diminish output, which is very true. So if you don't share the whatever reward or incentive equally, and you begin to favor one person over the other, you realize that those that are not being favored will try to pull away from whatever task that you ask them to do, slowing down the process and to even make it difficult for you to even achieve your target. When to use reward power? You use reward power when you need something to be done quickly, when your team needs a motivational boost, which is very true. Rewards boost motivation. So if your team their zeal is down, you need a reward power or you need a reward to boost their morale. Or you are taking your followers to go above and beyond their duty, or you are asking your followers to go above and beyond their duty, then you use the reward power. Or you want to create a friendly competition, you can also use the reward power. Then when can't we use the reward power is when you don't have a lot of resources so that someone will lose and someone will win, then you don't use the reward power. When you have doubt about your ability to provide the reward, you think you don't have the needed means to uh, give them whatever they want as a reward, then you don't try it. When they are targeted towards individuals in situations where there are petty jealousies exhibited in your teams, you don't use the reward power. Any question? So we've done two power of leadership. Any question? Any question? Then we have the expert power, where we always say knowledge is power. So because of what I know, and the followers believe that I have this knowledge, so I use that as an opportunity to get my followers to do what I want. So expert power is derived from possession of some knowledge or expertise in a particular area. Do you get it? And such people are highly valued in an organization. And the reason why they are valued is that they are able to provide the needed skills to help solve a problem. So because of that ability that they have, whatever they ask their followers to do, their followers will just obey and do what they want. So people who have this expert power also perform some critical tasks, and they are not easy to lay off because they are very important to the organization, and their efforts are being are being uh, are being needed within the organization. So their opinion, their ideas, their decision, and the of people with expert power are highly regarded in the organization. So because of what they know and the vast skills that they have, whatever they tell their followers to do, their followers will do it. So you can get power through being an expert as well. When we use expert power, when you have a genuine expertise in a subject, you get it. Even in our various classes, when we see someone who is good in a particular subject area, and we always go to that person for help and stuff. You see, right? You see that they have a certain power, and when they ask us to even do something for them, they will do it. Especially if those people closer to him are ladies. Immediately, such a person picks a call. Oh, I'm hungry and I need you to prepare this for me. Because of that power, you see the lady doing it. Prepare the food and go and give it to him. Do you get it? So if you are good in a particular subject area, it gives you a particular power on your people as well. Or you have access to resources within your control. You get it? Then you can use the expert power. And you don't use the expert power when you are unsure of your competence in the subject. And so you realize that they are guy because whatever they want, they get. If you don't give me the next time you come to me, I will not teach you. So because you are teaching you and imparting some knowledge in you, you don't have any option than to provide me whatever I want. Then we also have power from references, where it is derived from some interpersonal relationship that you've had with one or two persons. So the reference power is derived from, as I said, interpersonal relationship that a person cultivate with other in organization. So people possess these reference powers when others respect and like them. So you may be in an organization with someone and you realize that anything that this person will say, those around will do it for that person. And we also have another person, he can speak and speak and they'll not even listen. Why? Because of that reference power, because that person has been able to uh, position himself in such a way that those around in the organization respect him and value what he says. So they always respect what he has them to do. So this reference power arises from the person's charisma, how charismatic the person is, and based on that, they are able to influence the others, and they are being admired by all. You get it? They are being respected. People trust them and stuff. You get it? So because of the personal connection we have with people, and these people respect you, value you, admire you, and stuff, you have some power in them, and you can exert that power to make them do what you want, to influence them to do what you want. Do you get it? In my regular class like this, I have one guy in my class, and the whole class people respect him. So when he even puts something on the page, on their page, nobody is able to come out with an objection or something. They just follow and do same. Then I also have another person. Immediately he puts something on the page, they don't take it serious. Do you get it? Because of how that person has carried him or herself. When to use this reference power, where there's a strong relationship between you and your followers, you can use that. Where your desired outcome does not conflict with your followers' values or value of the organization, you can use that. Where your desired outcome is flexible, you can also use that. But you can't use it when there's no strong relationship between you and your followers. You can't use the referent power. Any question? Any question? Okay. You can ask.
Yes,
Rafia.
sir. Please, how is yes,
Okay.
sir. So please, how is a coordinator different from a leader?
How is the
Is there any difference? Coordinator and a leader, is there
between
any
what?
difference between them? A coordinator and a
Coordinator and
leader.
the leader? Like
And
your center coordinator.
yes.
Obed, your answer is up.
So sorry, I would say a coordinator works under the leader because it's the leader who will instruct for somebody to do something. So a coordinator is beneath the leader. But aside that, a coordinator can also be a leader who, like we said, a leader influences. So I think that is a similarity or difference.
Okay. Any other? Any other? Any other? Okay. So as he said, coordinator can a leader oversees everything. Do you get it? So if you are a coordinator, you work under someone. But with respect to, let's say for instance, your various centers, eh, the coordinators over there are acting as a leader. Do you get it? They are seen as a leader because they tell the tutors what courses they should take or they should teach. They make sure that the those who come to the various centers do their work. They oversee the day operations of whatever activity that goes on in the various centers. Do you get it? So in that situation, they are acting as a leader with respect to the center, basically coordinating the various activities. They are performing a leadership role. You get it? But these coordinators are also under another leader. Raphael, do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's
Hello.
clear, sir. Thank you.
So
Hello.
if it is related to,
Okay, sir. Thank
yes,
you.
any other question?
Sir,
Okay,
can
let's
you,
look at
sir, so can you say
yes,
a coordinator is assigned to a specific task in terms of differences
where
from a coordinator with a leader? Can you say the coordinator has a specific task where the leader supersedes
yes,
all?
yes, the
Okay,
coordinator has a specific task.
okay, thank you.
Any other? Any other? Okay. Now let's look at another power of leadership where we have the cohesive power, which this type of leaders use threats and punishment and sanctions to make sure that their followers do whatever task that they want. So, for instance, if you're a junior staff and they come to work late or you are unable to meet a deadline, they take they at times will take some actions against you, or a junior staff member may work late to meet a particular deadline to avoid some punishment given to him. Because if you don't meet the deadline, they will use the coercive power to punish you. So it's basically trying to these persons using the ability to punish, fire, reprimand other employees just to make them do what they want. You get it? So if you don't do this, then what you are entitled, I'll not give to you. Or these people, those who work for this, let's say for instance, if you are a worker of microfinance, where you have to get a particular number of people to uh, subscribe to whatever this thing you sell to them before you be able to, before you be paid or get commission. So based on that, you don't have any option than to make sure that the needed number of subscribers for you to get a commission, you get them. Because if you don't get that number, you will not get anything out of whatever business you do during the day. So they use dress and stuff to influence their people. And one thing is that this coercive power basically helps to control behaviors as well, because it makes sure that those working within the organization adhere to the policies and norms of the organization. So if I ask you that before you be a full lecturer, or before you be a lecturer, you need to get A, B, C, D. You get it? And because you are interested in being a lecturer, you make sure that whatever policy that organization sets with respect to achieving A, B, C D before, you will want to achieve that before you become a full lecturer. Because if you don't, you lose your job. You get it? That's why I got to a time most of the lecturers were trying to have their doctorate degree and stuff. So when to use this coercive power, where you need to ensure standard and policies are adhered to, then you can use it. When you need a significant risk in a situation, or when you have no other option, then you can use it. And you can't also use it when you have the ability to apply other powers. You won't be around to put things right afterwards, or you are feeling frustrated and emotional, or some individuals can have, or the use of power, some individuals can have at different times or even simultaneously, etc. So for that one there, because it focuses on threats and stuff, when not to use them are many. Now, how can we get this leadership power? One, when you depend on someone, you depend on someone for everything. You get it? Automatically, that person has the power, or you're giving that person the power, because when that person asks you to do A, B, C, D, there's no way you are going to say no to it, because you know that if you refuse to not to adhere to what he or she says, you are not going to get whatever thing you are benefit from that person. So you probably know from personal experience that when a person has control over something that others want, and that person is quite powerful, which is true. Let's take it in this social environment where we always have a friend, we always go to her or him for anything that we want. When such a person asks us to do something, there's no way we will say no. Meaning that person, because we are depending on that person, well, we've given that person a power to tell us what to do at any particular point in time. That is why people in organization or elsewhere try to gain power when others depend on them for information, for resources, for cooperation, etc. You get it? Like Ghana always depending on these people that we've been collecting loan from. You get it? It got a time they were saying
All
that
right, man.
from IMF, it got to a time they were saying that if we don't do what they want us to do, they will not give us the money. They can even ask us that we shouldn't employ people for maybe 2 years before they can give us the money, because we are dependent on them, and that gives them the power to tell us what to do at any particular point in time. Exactly. So the dependency can also, we can get power when we depend on one another. Then we also have when we have control over resources, because when you have control over resources, people will depend on you, and due to that, you'll be able to tell them what to do. So resources such as we depend people for on people for job, reward, financial expertise, knowledge, materials, and time, etc. So because we control the resources, When I ask you to do this, you do it. That's why at times when some people goes to look for a job, especially the ladies, and because those in charge have particular control over whatever job that they want, they at times want to take advantage of them. And if you don't agree, then you are not going to get a job or something. You get it? So you having control over a particular resource can help you have power over your followers, and whatever you tell them, they are going to do it. So always people in an organization must perceive the resources to be important. You get it? And if nobody wants what you have got, then it doesn't create any dependency. So you need to have what people want before you can they can be dependent on you, and thereby giving you the needed power. And when you have control over information too, it also gives you a source of power. And whatever thing you say, your followers are going to obey because they know that you have the information that they need. You get it? So whether you have access to the information, you have control over how and to whom it is distributed to, all these things gives you some level of power or some source of power when you are a leader. You get it? Then we also have increasing power through political activities. So this is how we can get power as a leader, or this is how power is being uh, uh, imposed on us as a leader. Any question? Any
Sir,
question? And we have political. Yes.
sir, please, can we relate that in the aspect of a husband and wife? The power thing,
Okay.
where the husband will also have.
Okay. So let's take for instance where the wife is just a housewife, and the wife depend on the husband, and the children also depend on the father. Do you get it? These give the husband some power over the wife. Do you get it? So if the husband tell the wife that sleep, the wife has no other option. If the husband tells the wife that I don't want you to do any job, I want you to be a housewife, you get it? The wife has no other option. So in that case, we can link that to the control of resources. Do you get it? Or I have a particular information I want to give to you, my wife, and my children. Then I use that power to tell you whatever I want you to do. Do you get it? So we can link it to husband and wife. You get what I'm saying? Any
Yes, sir.
question?
Thank you.
Any question? I remember when I was with this thing, my mom would say that if I don't, if your mom asks you to go and buy something for her and you decide not to go, at times they will be like, if you don't go, I'll not give you food to eat. Do you get it? And that's what a cohesive power. So they are using threat to let you do what they want. And we have that of the legitimate power. We know that in the Bible said what the man is the head. So that position has been given to the man that he should handle the affairs of the household, and the wife and children should obey the man or be submissive to the man. Is that clear? Exactly. And at times, if let's say your husband has enough knowledge about one particular thing, always giving you advice and stuff, you always want to respect him. So whatever I ask you to do, you do it because you know that what because he has or because he's expert in a particular area, you always have the mind that whatever advisor he gives to you is good. Do you get it? So when he asks you to do it, there's no way you are going to object to that. Exactly. Any question? Any question? So I believe it's time. So we need to fix a day for the remaining sections. What's your next class? Hello. What's your next class?
It's around 10:30.
It's around 10:30.
9:30.
So I mean, this
9:30.
class is 3 hours.
9:30.
No, it's 9:30.
Oh, okay. So if it is 9:30, now I'll if there are no questions, I'd like to end there. Then we'll fix a date so that we'll continue.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the next thing I want to see each and every one your face. You introduce yourself, then I'll see your face. So who is starting?
Ladies always start first. Ladies and gentlemen.
So ladies first.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
This is Rafia Alasan, Protect Center.
Oh, okay. Rafia. Who else? I'm seeing Amidu Razak. Is that the name? Is that the name? Amidu Razak.
He's a guy. Please, I'm here.
Okay. Obed, your hand is up.
No, sir, I'm here. I'm here. I can't show my face because of where I am. So.
Okay.
I can't show my face because
I've
of
seen you. Rafia, I've seen you. Isaac Manson. Okay. Then Patricia.